Happy Halloween! What's going on, guys? Dr. Gonzo Boogie here again, back for another update video, and I got my pumpkin spice coffee and my pumpkin jack-o'-lantern mug, and I'm ready to get going on this update video. Hope you guys are. Got some really cool stuff to show you guys in this video, a nice little stack of Blu-rays, and a nice stack of DVDs too, mostly horror releases here. So I'm just going to get going and show you guys what I got. I'm going to start off with the Blu-rays, and first off here, actually this was just something that I picked up yesterday, and I got a pretty good deal at FYE on all these, but this is some of the Blu-rays I picked up, and I picked up the whole Friday the 13th series on Blu-ray, and I had been wanting these on Blu-ray for a while now, but the box set is kind of expensive, and I didn't really feel like buying them all separate on Blu-ray. So when I saw these 2-pack editions at FYE on sale, I figured that might be the way that I was going to try to get these movies on Blu-ray for right now, at least until another box set comes out or something like that. And yesterday at FYE, they're having this sale where you buy one Blu-ray and you get the other 50% off. So with these, they were only $12.99 each, and I was able to get 2 of them half off. So I actually got a pretty good deal on all these, and altogether I only spent about 40 bucks on these, which still I thought was a little pricey, but for all the Friday the 13th movies on Blu-ray, it's not that bad of a deal. I'd have to say I'm not the biggest fan of these designs. I wish that they just used the movie poster designs or went with something else, but when they first put out these releases, the ones that look like this on DVD and Blu-ray, I was thinking about picking them up on DVD at the time, but I never did. So I figured, you know, especially with these 2-packs, why not get them all this way? And some of the special features are cool on these too, and I've been wanting to check some of those out too, especially the special features on Friday the 13th Part 4. So just really happy to get all these. I'll show you guys them all really quickly. This is the Friday the 13th Part 1 and Part 2 2-pack, and this one actually comes with both discs, which I thought was really nice. And this has the uncut version of Friday the 13th, which is pretty cool, because right now I actually didn't have that on DVD or Blu-ray before I bought this, so that's pretty cool. Glad to finally have that now. And then this is Friday the 13th 3D, and Friday the 13th The Final Chapter. And this is cool too, because this comes with the 3D version of Part 3, which I also didn't have on DVD or Blu-ray. So I'm going to try this out, because I have, last time I tried watching Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D was on the DVD release that is similar to this. And I was using an older TV and a DVD player, and I just wasn't getting any sort of 3D at all. I was wearing the glasses and everything, but it just wasn't working at all. But now since I have a new TV, which is a little bit better quality, it's an HD TV than my last one, and I have a Blu-ray player, and I'll be watching on Blu-ray, I'm interested to see if the 3D will actually work. If any of you guys have this on Blu-ray and have tried it on HD TVs, you know, let me know in the comments if the 3D works at all. But this is a nice little set. This has both the discs too, and it comes with the 3D glasses, which I still have in the wrapper right now. So that's pretty cool. And then this is Part 5 and 6. And this is actually just a single disc set, just to show you guys if you're curious what the insides look like. Pretty boring, but it's a single disc set. And then 7 and 8. Which is also a single disc set. But the Friday the 13th movies are probably my favorite horror franchise, so I'm really, really happy to finally upgrade these ones to Blu-ray. Alright, I have a couple more Blu-rays to show you guys before I move on to the DVDs. And first up here, or next up here, is a Hammer and Amicus Blu-ray 2-pack. It actually comes with The Man Who Could Cheat Death, which is a Hammer film that I've never seen. Then it comes with The Skull, which is an Amicus horror movie that I've never seen, with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee in it, so I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. And I picked this one up used at FYE for a really good price, so I thought it was a nice deal for 2 awesome classic British horror films. Alright, and then last for the Blu-rays, I actually picked this one up at Walmart for 10 bucks. This is the Grindhouse 2-disc Blu-ray release right here. And this is pretty cool because actually disc 1 of this comes with the 2 Grindhouse movies, Planet Terror and Death Proof, back to back with all the trailers in between. And that's always the way I wanted to see these 2 movies. It's the way they came out in theaters, and I never saw them in theaters, sadly. And when I first bought them on DVD years ago, back when these movies first came out on DVD, I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't have the trailers, or they didn't have all the trailers, and that they weren't, of course, they weren't back to back. So this is cool that the first disc of this has both the movies back to back with the trailers in between. And then the second disc has some cool bonus features too. It's got some 10-minute cooking school with Robert Rodriguez. Don't know what that is. Makeup effects of Planet Terror. Just your regular bonus features and stuff. So that seems pretty cool. So I thought that was a good deal on these, and it's been a really long time since I've seen these, and I remember having a pretty good time watching them. They weren't my favorite Tarantino or Robert Rodriguez movies, but definitely some of their more fun movies. I'm glad that they tried to do something kind of horror, exploitation type. I think it was really cool what they did with this. I think it's really cool, even though the movies weren't quite as good as I was hoping for, I guess, but they still are both fun movies to watch. The slip cover back on this. Alright, and that was it for the Blu-rays. But I do have a nice little stack of DVDs here. First up is the Creeping Flesh with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, and I'm pretty sure this is an Amicus release, even though on Amazon and on the DVD it doesn't say that anywhere. It doesn't say Amicus or anything like that. But on IMDb, I think they did say it was an Amicus production, so I'm not really sure. Maybe somebody could let me know in the comments if this is Amicus or if this is just another random British horror movie that just happens to have Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing in it. But either way, I've always wanted to check this one out, of course, because Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. So I'm glad to pick this one up. And I know that this is kind of getting a little bit harder to find and going up in price, this DVD release. So I'm glad that I was able to grab this before it gets a little bit more pricey. So really looking forward to checking that one out. This is The Creature with the Atom Brain, and this is a cheaper Mill Creek release here. And I've never seen this movie. This is one of the movies produced by Sam Katzman, and there's an Icons of Horror set released with all his, I think like 4 or 5 of the movies he produced, and this was one of them released on that pack, which I had never picked up that pack and never checked out any of the movies. So, I mean, this is pretty cool, though. Looking forward to just seeing what all this is about. I guess, I think if I remember, this was written by the same guy who did, like, one of the Universal Monster movies or something like that, Creature from the Black Lagoon, maybe, so I don't know, but either way, this sounds pretty interesting, so definitely looking forward to checking this one out. And when I picked this one up, it was only like, I think $5.99 or $6.99 brand new, so it's a pretty good price. I'm interested to see the quality on this, though, because some of these Mill Creek releases, the quality is not so good, but other ones, they aren't too bad. Alright, and then I have a little stack of some more Goosebumps releases. If you saw my last video, I said I'm trying to collect all the Goosebumps DVD releases that use the old Scholastic book covers as the DVD artwork. And there's a good chunk of those released. I think there's about like 16 or 18, maybe more or less. I know if you go on Wikipedia, you can find a list of all the releases like this. So slowly I want to try to pick all these up because I used to love Goosebumps when I was a kid, and I've been watching a lot of it lately for Halloween time. So I've just been having a lot of fun picking these up and checking them out. And I picked 3 more up. In my last video I had 3, but these are the 3 more that I picked up. This is The Ghost Next Door. This one was actually pretty cool. I liked the twist at the end of part 1 on this, but I really didn't think they needed to stretch this one out into a part 2, even though I did have a lot of fun watching it anyways. This is Chillology, and this one was pretty cool too. I had a lot of fun watching this one. And then I picked up Night of the Living Dummy 3, which I haven't gotten around to watching this one yet. But again, I've been having a ton of fun watching all these Goosebumps releases, and I plan on picking more up. So don't be surprised if you see more of these Goosebumps releases like this with the older covers in some of my updates coming up. And then last here for the update and for the DVDs, I picked up this Kill Bill box set 2-pack thing at a thrift store for, I think it was $2.99 or $3.99. Either way, I thought it was a pretty good deal. And this was kind of the way I always wanted these movies. I remember when Kill Bill first came out, and actually around the time when Kill Bill first came out was when I was really getting into Quentin Tarantino movies. Like when those two movies first came out on DVD, I remember that was around the time when I was really just starting to get into his movies. I had seen Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, and then after seeing Kill Bill, I was just sold that Tarantino was definitely one of the best directors of our time. And so these movies have always been some of my favorite Tarantino movies, actually. But I would have to say, recently I've kind of neglected these, and I haven't watched them in a really long time. So I'm really looking forward to checking these ones out again, because it's been probably almost like 5 years since I've seen these. Like around the time when they first came out, I was watching these movies like every month, Kill Bill and Pulp Fiction and all that. And just recently, I haven't watched any of my Tarantino stuff in a long time. So I'm happy to get this. And what I was getting at too, when these movies first came out, I remember wishing that there was a box set edition that you can get them in. I have no idea when this came out, like how far after the separate releases came out, but this, I would have loved having this when I was still in high school, because this was something that I dreamed that I had in my collection, was a nice little box set 2-disc edition of Kill Bill. So really happy to pick this up and add to my collection. Just pumped about this and really looking forward to watching these. I was actually planning on, after Halloween is over with and October is over with, I was probably going to sit down and have a Quentin Tarantino marathon, try to get all my Tarantino movies in again, because it's been a while since I've seen any of them. And I, just recently got Kill Bill, and I also picked up the Grindhouse Blu-ray 2-pack, so I'll probably start off with those and then maybe, rewatch Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs or something like that. But anyways, are you guys watching any cool movies for Halloween and all? Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys are. Right now, I'm actually just starting on the Halloween series. I just finished Halloween, the classic, a couple nights ago, and I just started on Halloween 2 last night, even though I didn't finish it, so I gotta try to finish that today, and I might try to get Halloween 3 in there too. But just been really enjoying the month, really trying to get as many horror movies in as I can. I hope you guys have been enjoying this awesome October, and Halloween is coming up soon, so I hope all you guys have some awesome plans and some cool stuff to do. And I also hope you guys enjoyed the video like always, and if you did, definitely leave a comment or give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.